South Carolina Senator Tim Scott. Senator, you're as conservative as it comes, but do you agree with my premise?
Well, Brian, let me first say congratulations on your one-year anniversary. That is a big deal, and thank God your viewers appreciate who you are and what you stand for. I certainly do. You're one of the most intellectually honest individuals on TV. God bless you. To your point, I thank you for your monologue. I will say that America benefits from inspirational leadership. We haven't seen that much in the political forum. What we need, though, is common ground, not necessarily compromise. Common ground leads to common sense. Let me give you a couple of examples. Okay. Number one, on the issue of education, 70+% of African Americans, Hispanics, white folks, Asians all agree that school choice is here to stay. 67% of Democrats, 68% of independents, and 70+% of Republicans all agree. When we start thinking about the American people, and not Republicans or Democrats, you find common ground. Common ground leads to common sense. Inflation, another really important issue. Prices are too high, wages are too low. The answer is not for the government to step in and give away more money. That led to 8% inflation for 9 consecutive months. What we need is to understand that the power is with the people. Give them their money and let them make their own decisions. Those are two very important issues. The border. This is another issue where all Americans agree, most Americans agree, that we have to have a secure border for us to have a country that we can be proud of. Without those three common sense positions, nothing else happens. So common sense and common ground, they go together.
So a strong border is Tim Scott's no-go zone. You believe that. I obviously believe that, too. You got to have a secure border. It doesn't mean you're anti-Hispanic. Doesn't mean you don't like other people or immigrants. I think we all understand that. But where the rubber hits the road is a lot of people feel as though the rich have it too good, and it's at the sacrifice of the working class and the poor. And fundamentally, the way to change that is to spend. Let's take some of that money and spend it. And if you don't, you're greedy. And that's really what we see with the $6 trillion spent over the last 2 years.
Well, what we see is the failure of spending $6 trillion that led to the highest inflation in more than 40 years. What actually happened to the working class American is that their spending power went down, not up, with all that spending. What we know on our side of the aisle is that solutions don't come in red or blue. They come in red, white, and blue. So the American solutions work for the American people. And what we know is that when we reduced taxes, revenues to the Treasury went up, fine. But more importantly, $4,000 went back in your pockets. And by spending that money, we had the best economy we've seen in a very long time. The lowest unemployment for African Americans, Hispanics, 70-year low for women. Why? Because America trusted Americans and not the government.
And I think the last administration made inroads with the Hispanic vote, not because they had a catchphrase, because of the execution of what you guys did. So I think one of the most intriguing things for me is seeing that Iowa sign into law that $8,000 student account that allows that kid to go to a private school if public school, they felt failing them. For one, I had a great school, but I did not, my and Dad did not have $1 to send me to a private school. You had a similar situation. This is changing, and this really gives power to the students.
Absolutely. Thank you for pointing out Governor Reynolds, a good friend of mine. She has done a fabulous job. She has an amazing story, very similar to yours and mine. So the truth is, when people have had the experience of achieving the American dream because they worked for it, we know how to spread the love. And what Kim Reynolds did, the governor of Iowa, was she empowered parents to have a choice, and that means every child has a better chance for success. Listen, Brian, our future as a nation isn't in black or white. It's in educated or uneducated. It doesn't matter whether it's a college degree or if you're in an apprenticeship program. If we equip the future of America with Americans who are highly educated, lifelong learners, woo, Katie, bar the door. Well, good things are coming.
A lot of things happen in South Carolina. I know Governor Haley's thinking about running. She's a good friend of yours, appointed you to senator. I know that in South Carolina, this guy named Tim Scott, I know Trey Gowdy's got a book out, and you think that's the biggest story. Tim Scott's going to be going to some early primary states. How close are you to making a decision about running, Tim?
Well, Brian, there's no doubt I'm going to hopefully be in Iowa next month. And I'm going to talk about the importance of having faith in each other. It is time for us to give back to uniting this country. And if we think about the things that unite this country, all of us want the next generation to be better off than this generation. All of us want to be able to live where you want to live and succeed based on your efforts, not because the game is fixed in your favor. The good news is This is America. We are the most exceptional nation on earth. If there's traction for that story, I hope to go to another state and then another state and another state. So we'll see what happens. But the good Lord's blessed me with living the American dream.
Right. Donald Trump will be in South Carolina this weekend, and then he's going over to New Hampshire. So as you know, he is in. And I know you guys are buddies, so it might be tough for you to run against him. But it doesn't look like it will dissuade you, right?
Well, we got to thank God for the most amazing 4 years in my lifetime of a presidency. Look at the policies that we saw pass. President Trump led to the strongest economy we've seen in my lifetime. We have a lot to celebrate as Republicans, but we also need to make sure that we have inspirational leaders leading us to the next American century. Got it. Wow. It's very subtle. I got it. Senator Tim Scott, thanks so much. Have a great weekend. God bless you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.